Hello and welcome to this special broadcast on the West Asia war. As the war shows no signs of dying down, our reporters get you the most authentic reports from the front line. The West Asia war has entered day 9 and the attacks from both Israel and Iran refuse to die down. Both the nations have upped the ante. Back-to-back missile attacks from Israel towards Iran and Iran towards Israel have been ongoing. There have been huge threats, huge alerts on both the sides. Massive blaze engulfed Tehran's fuel depot. Israel has been specifically targeting the key oil infrastructures of Iran. Israel PM Netanyahu has given a warning and ultimatum to Iran. He has said, we won't harm you if you surrender. At the same time, the Gulf countries are facing the heat. A high-rise building in Kuwait City has been on fire after the drone attacks on Sunday morning. Now let's move on to Lebanon, where Israel has been hitting the command centers of pro-Iran groups and the Hezbollah. IDF has launched waves of attacks on Hezbollah command center and military infra in Lebanese Beirut. Israel intensified military operations against Hezbollah across Lebanon. There have been airstrikes on the places where Israel, the IDF feels the Hezbollah has its headquarters or wherever there is a concentration. Now, Hezbollah launched rockets and drones at Israeli installations, Israeli targets in response to the killing of the supreme leader of Iran, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. My colleague Ashraf Wani is in the war zone in Beirut. And Ashraf, I want to know from you, Israel has intensified its attacks. How extensive are these attacks and what is the impact on ground that you can see?
बिल्कुल श्वेता, अगर देखें तो ईरान के बाद अगर इस 9 दिन से चले आ रहे युद्ध में कहीं सबसे ज्यादा तबाही देखने को मिली है तो वो लेबनान है। लेबनान में पिछले 9 दिन के दौरान अब मौत का आंकड़ा 390 को पार कर गया है और उस बीच 800 से भी अधिक लोग घायल हैं। सबसे बुरी स्थिति जो है वो दक्षिणी लेबनान में है, जहां पर हिजबुल्लाह और इजरायली सेना के बीच आमने सामने का युद्ध जारी है। आज पहली बार इन 9 दिन के युद्ध के दौरान इजरायली सेना ने माना है कि उसके 2 सैनिक दक्षिणी लेबनान में हिजबुल्लाह के शिकार हुए और वहां पर मारे गए। हिजबुल्लाह ने एक बुलडोजर को एंटी टैंक मिसाइल से निशाना बनाया था, जिसमें 2 इजरायली सैनिक मारे गए हैं। इजराइल की तरफ से लगातार अलग अलग हिस्सों में लेबनान के जो है बमबारी जारी है। उसमें सबसे ज्यादा जो क्षति पहुंची है वो दक्षिणी लेबनान के गांवों में इजराइल की तरफ से दागे गए मिसाइलों में 2 परिवारों के 18 लोग मारे गए हैं, जिनमें महिलाएं और बच्चे भी शामिल हैं। इसी तरह यहाँ बीरूत में जो होटल पे हमला हुआ था आज तड़के सवेरे करीब रात के 3 बजे, उसमें मरने वालों की तादाद अब 4 हो गई है, जिनमें सूत्रों का कहना है कि कुदूस फोर्स जो कि IRG का एक विंग है, उसका एक कमांडर भी मारा गया जो यहाँ हिजबुल्लाह की मदद के लिए पहुंचा था। जितने भी ईरान की तरफ से रेवोल्यूशनरी गार्ड और कुदूस फोर्स के कमांडर लेबनान आ रहे हैं हिजबुल्लाह की मदद करने के लिए, उनको कमांड करने के लिए, उनको लगातार इजराइल चुन चुन कर निशाना बना रहा है। लेबनान में पहली बार पिछले 9 दिन के दौरान 2 होटलों पर इस तरह के हमले किए गए, जहां दोनों इन हमलों में ईरान के कुदूस फोर्स के कमांडर निशाने पर थे। इस बीच सबसे बड़ी जो दिक्कत लेबनान में आ रही है यहाँ के सरकार को, वो है विस्थापन लोगों का, क्योंकि दक्षिणी लेबनान के साथ साथ दक्षिणी बीरूत यानी बीरूत सब अरब में जो है वहां पर पहले ही इजराइल की तरफ से पूरे इलाके को खाली करने का आदेश दिया गया है और लेबनान सरकार का कहना है कि करीब 5 लाख लोग लेबनान में अब बेघर हो गए हैं यानी विस्थापित हो गए हैं। कुछ सड़कों पर जो है रातें काट रहे हैं और कुछ लोग जो है या तो होटलों में रह रहे हैं या फिर वो सीरिया चले गए हैं। अगर कुल मिलाकर देखें तो आने वाले दिनों में भी फिलहाल इस तनाव में कमी की उम्मीद नहीं जताई जा रही है, क्योंकि हिजबुल्लाह ने साफ किया है कि हर एक जो इजराइल की तरफ से कार्रवाई लेबनान में हो रही है, खासतौर से उनके लीडरों के खिलाफ, उसका बदला जो है इजराइल से लिया जाएगा। तो जाहिर है कि अब ये युद्ध जो है कहीं न कहीं हवा से छोड़कर जमीन पर आया है और हिजबुल्लाह भी चाहता है कि एयर स्ट्राइक्स के बजाय उसको अगर कहीं पर जो लीड है या कहीं पर वो इजराइल को टक्कर दे सकता है तो वो जमीन पर युद्ध यानी ग्राउंड फोर्स में ग्राउंड बैटल में दे सकता है, जो जिसकी शुरुआत यानी ग्राउंड इन्वेजन की शुरुआत इसराइल पिछले 3 दिन से लेबनान के अलग अलग इलाकों में कर रहा है।
Moving on to Dubai, one of USA's allied nations is facing the anger of Iran right now. After vowing not to attack its neighbors, Iran has still gone ahead and done that. Dubai remains on the edge, and the tensions that are escalating are showing clearly in this particular region. Now, Iran has continued to pound it. Earlier reports initially also indicated that Dubai International Airport was struck. However, Dubai authorities denied that the airport was struck, clarifying that it was a minor incident involving some debris that fell after interception in that particular area. Meanwhile, the UAE President Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan visited those injured in the hospital and wished them a swift recovery. My colleague Ashutosh Mishra joins us from Dubai. Ashutosh, the Dubai authorities have been clarifying from time to time, have been telling that the airport was not attacked in any way, just that a drone was intercepted and the debris fell on the ground. How tense is the situation in the city right now?
Well, not just Dubai, but across UAE is actually braving the consequences of what happens in the war. That caught in the crossfire are the innocent people. At the same time, the whole country suffers, and that's what we see, the partial impact on UAE. The government says there is no impact, the movement continues. What we are seeing, of course, the movement continues because of the spring. Schools are shut down, business entities are up, people are moving quite on the road. But there is an unease calm because at the same time, people realizing the repercussion that for a prolonged war, it could affect your economy, it could affect your country at large. And that's exactly the reason why we say when the government and the minister saying do not stockpile the essentials, there is a huge supply. We see the Lulu group dropping out a huge amount of food supplies. So all these activities why continues, the government continues to asking people not to share videos, photos. There are stringent laws. So clearly there is a reason because the government understands if there is more chaos on the road, it will be difficult to handle a nation and the people. And at the same time, you also see there is a campaign happening. In fact, I see very interesting that people clicking out picture near Burj Khalifa, Al Burj, Palm Jumeirah, saying that looks, we love Dubai, we are not going to leave, we love UAE, it is our nation. And that's the solidarity of the people united against this conflict, against this adverse and hostilities, what they are facing while the government is up. And in fact, even on today, the government data, the Ministry of Defense data says that more than 100 drones were intercepted, more than 15-16 missiles were intercepted. So despite, as we see, there is no sign of easing down the situation. So clearly, but at the same time, people are braving this out, they are united, they are up with each other, they are standing tall with the government, and at the same time we see a different humanitarian picture of UAE. In fact, if I could tell you, some 60-70 kilometers from Dubai in Azman area where I am, these are the relief camps set up by the Indian entrepreneurs, Indian business community members. So when we see hundreds and thousands of the Indians who are stranded in different pockets, these Indian community members who are capable, who are efficient, they open their door, they set up these kind of relief camps for providing food, logistics, even to stay accommodation, until to those people, unless they are able to reach back home. Many went back home smiling, they were in distress. When they came here, they were crying. When they left, they were smiling. So this is the spirit of UAE, what I'm witnessing here on the ground, that despite the hostilities, despite the adverse situation, despite one of the major crises that it happens often during the war, we are seeing the people are up with their spirit. And of course, their unity is also a message that why the UAE has the 3-finger, the victory sign, that where that reflects the power and the unity and the strength of United Arab Emirates.
The widening conflict is playing out in India's own maritime neighborhood now. 3 Iranian vessels in the Indian Ocean met with very different fates. You would remember the frigate Dena was torpedoed by a US submarine in the international waters off the Sri Lankan coast. Now there is Iris Lavan, which sought emergency docking in the Kochi yard. And Iris Bushehr is now in Sri Lankan custody. Here's a report.
In the first week of March, 3 Iranian naval vessels operating in the Indian Ocean found themselves at the center of a rapidly escalating war. Within days, their fates would diverge dramatically. One of them, Iran's frigate IRIS Dena, now lies at the bottom of the Indian Ocean.
Yesterday, in the Indian Ocean, and we'll play it on the screen there, an American submarine sunk an Iranian warship that thought it was safe in international waters. Instead, it was sunk by a torpedo. Quiet death.
Just weeks later, the Dena had sailed proudly into Indian waters, participating in the International Fleet Review 2026 alongside navies from around the world. But on March 4th, that same warship, carrying around 130 Iranian sailors, was torpedoed by a US Navy attack submarine off Sri Lanka's southern coast. But while the IRIS Dena met a violent end, the other two Iranian vessels navigating these tense waters were, in a sense, more fortunate. Take IRIS Lavan. After reporting a technical malfunction in the region, the Iranian warship requested emergency docking permission from India. New Delhi approved the request on March 1st, allowing the vessel to berth at Kochi port in Kerala. The ship finally arrived on March 4th, the very same day the Dena was sunk. Then there is IRIS Bushehr. Stranded outside Sri Lankan waters with engine trouble as tensions surged, the vessel sought urgent help. Colombo allowed it to dock and has since taken the ship into custody. 3 ships, 3 very different outcomes. 1 destroyed in war, 2 rescued under Maritime Convention. And together, they reveal just how far this conflict is spreading right across India's backyard. With Atisha Jain, Bureau Report, India Today.
So that's a wrap from the war zone for today. We'll be back with more such reports. Keep watching India Today.